RM. This is a video shop DVD VHS. That's how I named this movie room. The video shop. How I would like to have like a banner or a storefront display, RM, or just the video shop DVD VHS. Doesn't have to say RM, but could be RM, the video shop DVD VHS, or just video shop DVD VHS. It is a video store rental. Although this is a private video store, so you cannot come here and rent anything. Even to family, I do not give anything out because they don't give nothing into this, so they don't get nothing from me. I do have CDs, I do have some games, so I cannot just have movies alone or games alone, because I know a lot of people now on YouTube are doing these full out blown game rooms. To me, it's just insane. I don't need to have like all the game systems. I don't need to have all the new game systems. I'm happy with just having NES, Atari. But I picked up on Sega and Xbox 30. Been collecting Xbox for a long time now, so Sega is fairly new to me now. It's something I wanted to try to get, but it's impossible to get some of the early games, so you have to go with the remakes. But some of the early Atari games are very expensive as well. Same with music. If you're going for live albums, they can be pretty expensive. And the way I have things set up here, I don't keep things in order like genres like the video store has, like horror and horror, comedy and comedy, and they have them faced out. But I do want to have the feel of tall shelves on one side and short shelves in the middle, having back to back. And about 2 years ago, a lot of this was just a storage for my family, so I was able to get most of the boxes into the back room. And that's where I keep my board games, because I also collect board games, and the excess there, computer parts and wires and stuff there, electronics, whatever else is back there. So I also collect the electronics for DVD players, VHS players. Finally found one good Blu-ray player, although I don't use that much. I don't collect Region 2 because it's not something my country had, so it's foreign. So don't start collecting something that you've never seen in your country, because you won't know it. And I don't like the way Region 2 looks. So I don't like all those symbols it has, because I never grew up with that, so I never seen that on a daily basis. All the Blockbusters in my area had Region 1, and that's what I'm familiar with, so it's like no point in me collecting that just because it's a bit cheaper, or trying to get some Japan releases. Like people want to compare covers back to back, side to side. What's the difference between the Japanese cover or between the American cover? You don't need to do that. Or people try to go all out and try to get like showcases for their video store, or arcade cabinets. If you want to bring an arcade room, build up bring an arcade room. Video store is a video store. Not all of them had arcade cabinets, but people have excess money, and that's what they do with their room. But if you want to have some tips from me on how to set up a video store, this is how I do mine. A lot of these shelves I make. And in this area I keep my music and my games, and then it transfers over into the DVD and goes around into my VHS and into the Disney. So behind me I have a little poster area set up, so I'll show you some how things are. Hopefully in about a year or a couple of years I could make another shelf. This year I won't, probably next year I won't, because it'll cost about 50 to 60 bucks to make a shelf, and I need to be well cut up with my TV shows, because some big deluxe TV shows on eBay can cost $200 to $300, so you gotta be aware of high shipping on eBay, especially around Christmas time. And this is the little poster area, the only space I have available. I'm not putting any posters on this slanted wall. A lot of these are pulled out about 2 feet, so it gives a little feel like it's more taller. Otherwise I would have like very short shelves like this, and it'd be a little bit more space to walk through. I might be able to put 3 aisles if I were to have like shorter shelves, because it's pulled out a little bit more, so I get that feel of a taller room in here. And I wasn't able to do this in the basement because the basement's not set up for that, so I have things like this up here, and I'm lucky enough to have this space available because about 2 years ago it was storage all the way up to here, so I only had this little area to myself, and I was able to put a lot of the boxes in the back room, and that's where I keep the board games. I did have more cassettes when I was in high school, but a lot of them I sold off when I sold off my music. But I pretty much managed to buy them all back except for a couple early Pearl Jam live albums. And you know, some of them cost like 50 to 100 bucks now, so kind of loosely go through some stuff. So I could listen to music, I could play games. So I picked up Battleship, Mega Man 2. I got Mega Man 1 Summer, that's like a $120 game. So that's the most expensive one I have. I'm going to try to get Mega Man 3 next year, and Mega Man 4. I do need Battle Chess and an extra controller, I think. And I need to get a controller for Super Nintendo. And I just picked up the power, so power is on the way. So I'll be able to get a couple games next year, but they're getting pretty expensive as well. Some of the Atari games are getting pretty expensive, like Pitfall 2 is close to $100. Frankenstein is close to $100, so they're not all $30 to $40. Porky's is around $60, $70. Red Sea Crossings a reproduction, but it's apparently very expensive on eBay, well into the 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. So happy I got that one. Jawbreaker is around $80 to $90. Oink is around $60. Alien is around $80. Summer winter games are around $50 each. So Taz is around $50. Galaxine's around $30. Bowling's around $30. Lost Luggage is around $60. So they kind of get up there in price. And the TV shows I do want to pick up, whatever I can find thrifting, because they are marking some things up. Usually it's my area $5.99. I see them sometimes $10 now. I see them all the way up to $20 for bigger box sets. I'm watching MASH now, so I'm starting to watch some of these TV shows that are coming in. Like I'm watching Spider-Man now. Full House I got. I'm not getting a Fuller House because I don't think it's needed. Anytime I can, I'll try to find a little bit more for I Love Lucy locally. Older movies. All the Shirley Temple starts from all the way back here into the clamshell. Mr. Bean in the corner. James Bond. So that's why I want to get a better display here. So I don't like